Welcome back. It is almost 5:13 here in the next 9 seconds. But as you're waking up with us, it's going to be another hot and humid day. It's July, so about what you would expect. Upper 80s to lower 90s, so we may actually be a degree or two cooler than what we had yesterday. There's going to be a little more cloud cover out there. Rain chances may be just a little bit higher this afternoon, but things are fairly quiet for now. That white you're seeing here on our satellite radar, that's just some low-level clouds. So yeah, there will be some clouds involved for your morning sunrise, which could bring some nice photos here if you're up and at them. So send them in to weather@local3news.com. Of course, we'd love to feature you here on our morning show, but taking a look at Goose Pond, there is one lone ranger out there right now, but it is going to be a pretty nice morning to get out on the lake. Of course, later today, if you're going to be out there, just make sure you have that Local 3 weather app downloaded so you can track out those storms and be close to the landing just in case, so you can get off quickly if we do have some of those stronger storms moving through. But most of the morning's dry. Could we have a stray shower or two? Yeah, it's possible, but most of the rain chances are going to come a little bit later this afternoon. I'm talking after lunchtime through the early evening hours. Could be some locally heavy rainfall, gusty winds up to 40 to 50 miles per hour, but it looks like most of the severe weather, at least the severe chances, should stay just to our east across portions of the Carolinas. Still can't rule out a strong storm or two, but over the next couple of days, the highest severe threat is going to stay to our east. Tomorrow morning, going to be a little bit of fog, a little bit of cloud cover, and then as we get into the afternoon, we're actually going to have this disturbance moving through, which will give us a higher chance of some rain and storms as we get into, I would say, mid-morning tomorrow into the early afternoon and even the evening. So we'll have a higher chances of rain early on in the day tomorrow with that disturbance swinging through, and then by the late evening things will start to fade away. But here's a look at your futurecast rainfall. Highly variable like it typically is in the summertime. Some of you will get pockets of very heavy rain, maybe getting an inch or two over the next 2 days. Some could stay dry. Again, I haven't seen any rain, I would say at least 3, 4, 5 days here where I live in Red Bank, but most of you have had at least a little bit of rain over the last couple of days. Here's a look at your severe weather outlook. The highest risk is going to be, again, to our east in that dark green shade. So Murphy, Knoxville, over towards Asheville and Greenville, South Carolina. For us, it's just going to be those general thunderstorms. Again, lightning's still going to be a concern, but most of that severe threat going to stay just to our east today. So that's the good news. Here's a look at your temperature trend, though. I'd say warmer than normal is a pretty good bet over the next 6 to 10 days. So we'll keep an eye on that trend. Cooler normal temperatures starting to set up across the central plains. And as we take a look at your temperature trend, again, generally in the upper 80s to low 90s. And then the heat index slowly starts to climb closer to 100 as we get into next week. But here's a look at that 7-day forecast. So we're going to have more storms, I would say, over the next couple of days. And nothing widespread per se, but certainly going to be dodging some showers throughout the weekend. And then next week trending drier and a little bit hotter with highs back in the mid-90s.